All right.
781, you're up.
What's up, Kirk?
What's up?
Favorite restaurant in Winchester?
I beg your pardon?
What's your favorite restaurant in Winchester?
Not many to choose from. What's yours?
Personally, Lucia's.
Restaurante Lucia's.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great place. I've been there many times. I had my high school basketball banquet a few times. And my parents both had their Mercy meal there. Yep, I like. They get the outside seating now, which is nice. Lucia's is good. Can I give you a Lucia's criticism I have, though?
Absolutely.
The bread is not soft.
That is very true.
You know what I'm saying, Mike?
You sound like Francesa.
It's true. The bread. I actually sound like the guy who makes fun of Francesa. Yeah, the bread was unbelievable.
The bread?
The bread was
I love
unbelievable.
the bread.
617.
Calling
You keeping them coming, Dave?
What's going on? Go on, Mike.
Hey, it's crazy. The first call also on the subject of Winchester, but we're talking about Madawaska, right? You deserve a road in Madawaska. There's no question about that. Not for a day, not for a week. You deserve a road full time.
Mm-hmm.
Brought a lot of money to that city. However, why are we not talking about Winchester? You've done more for Winchester in the media world than anyone else.
It's true.
I'm from Burlington, so I know about Winchester, but all the people around the country that listen to this show, right? They're all calling in about Winchester and talking about Winchester. You've done more for Winchester than anyone else in the media world.
You know the problem? Thank you. You know the problem with Burlington? I like Burlington. Unless I'm missing it, like if you say where do you want to go to get something to eat in Burlington, there's no local Burlington place. You know what I'm saying?
It's all chains.
No, you have to go to Billerica or Woburn or anything.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
It's too bad. I know it's because of the mall, but there's no where's my local area in Burlington? Are we talking about down by where, like that little square there? Like where?
It's the thing. There really isn't. Like all of them kind of go like elsewhere. There's the mall, and the mall kind of it's all
swallowed
over there, and
now you got the new outdoor one across the street from there, basically. With like Jerry Remy's place, whatever that is, Tony C, whatever the hell that one is. That whole thing, Bancroft. It's too bad, but thank you. Yes, thank you for the call. Hello.
413.
What's up?
How are we?
What's up? Let's go. I'm not feeling great. Let's go. Bring it home.
So, kind of referring back to Friday's conversation with Karabas, we came to the conclusion that he's the most famous person from Saugus. I'll keep with the Winchester Fest here.
Oh, okay.
Are you, Kirk Seamus Minihane, the most famous person from Winchester, Massachusetts?
I would say currently, yes. But Joe Bellino won the Heisman Trophy at Navy. He's from there. As a kid growing up, that was kind of a big deal. So it depends. Like, I don't know who's more famous from there now. I don't know. Why, you got somebody?
The one that stuck out to me my vote obviously is Kirk Seamus Minihane, but Fredo from The Godfather, that fucking loser.
He died there.
Than him. The one that stuck out to me is Captain Phillips.
Yep, he's from there.
He made that movie.
Yeah, but hey, that's
pretty famous. Until we get the Minihane movie.
That's true. Yeah, John Cazale was, I believe, I want to say he died there. Is that right?
Couldn't tell you. He was a fucking asshole in that movie, so fuck him.
Well, he's a great actor. I mean, I'm not sure, what's your issue with him?
It's not based on his life.
Yeah, he's just playing a character. He's great in that movie. Tremendous. Great actor. Great actor.
Smart.
Great actor, yeah. But one of the all-time, piss you off characters in movie history.
Yes. All right, so thank you. Okay. What's going on? How are you?
Good. I hope you're feeling better. I hope that episode.
I think Amy made me sick.
On your sick bed.
Yeah. It was right before I got sick. I was still hanging in. Yeah. I watched it. Same old story. Like, I'm not, let's be honest here, little people, big world guy. I mean, Chris doesn't want to move in. We're talking about 8 boxes in the garage. We're now in landed full of shit here.
Well, but does Amy even want him in? Like, she's making this big stink.
It's true.
One moving shelf to get the garage cleared out. It was 2.5 episodes, and it took them 20 minutes.
But he's still
Does she even really want him in?
So, Mike, the way it's set up is Chris and Amy are supposed to live together before they get married.
Right.
She's a fucking hoarder. She's got a bunch of boxes in the garage. But he's like, I'm not moving in until those boxes are moved out of the garage. And now it's he's like, I'm not moving in until Christmas. And it's set in September at that point.
This is an awfully demanding little guy.
Very straight. He's not little. He's a normal sized person.
Okay. Well, I think they're all normal sized.
That's true. Yes, he's more normal sized.
Okay.
Or I don't even know. Yeah. But yeah, so it was to me, like, I'm at the point now where I'm getting close to just fast forwarding through all the non-Amy and Chris stuff almost. Like, I don't fucking care about Zach and Tori. I like Matt, but I don't care about them building that stupid fucking sand cap, whatever the hell they were doing for the time capsule thing. I don't need that.
Well, the sandcastle is a really cool idea, but then showing it on your television show is just kind of stupid. It defeats the whole point of
That's a good point.
The time capsule.
But how does Matt? What is Matt doing all day? Like, how's he making a living? I don't understand this. Like, it seems like he doesn't do anything.
I don't want to speak ill of Matt. That's not the way I am.
I like Matt.
There's some PPP loans and stuff, so he might know how to skirt the system. So
I'm a Matt guy, but I'm just saying, yeah. And then once again, they trot out one of Amy's friends to come in there and just ask her a bunch of questions. Like, what the fuck? I'm so sick of those people too.
Yeah, it was just the one, so I don't know if the budget's down and they couldn't afford both friends this episode or what. The one I can't stand, the one that's always on.
Oh, me either.
I actually stumbled upon Amy's Twitter, and I found this interesting.
Go ahead.
She says she's the grandmother of how many grandkids do you think?
I mean, they're a super religious family. I'm going to say 12.
So they have 8 grandkids.
Okay.
Per her Twitter bio.
Right.
But if you watch the show, there's only mention of 3 ever. So
right. Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. The other kids clearly don't want anything to do with the show. Jacob and Molly and Jeremy want no. They used to be on the show all the time. They want no part of it. And I gotta say, I got one other note on Little People Big World. Like, how Zach's son Jackson is going in for the same surgery he had. Why the hell wasn't he at the doctor's office and Tori was? I don't understand that. It makes no sense. None.
The thing that bothered me the whole time is, like, she was making this surgery all about her. Like,
right.
How am I going to do it? Oh, it's going to be so tough. Is it going to be hurt? Like, this is a 3-year-old kid you're talking about surgery for. You're just talking about, I'm going to be a wreck. I'm going to be a wreck.
Shit.
This kid's got to go. This kid's going to be.
What do you think of this?
Like 2.0.
No shit. Hey. But like when you look at their Twitter stuff and they're super religious in there, do you think they struck a deal with TLC like, hey, you got to tone that down? Or because they literally never ever and they're Republicans, they never mention that stuff ever.
I don't know. It's interesting because the show that's on after it is a family that's got like 16 kids now, and it's the same thing. I think they're very religious, but like, I don't think they let them talk about it at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Probably a good move,
TLC's
I guess.
just trying to get away from that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you next week.
Take it easy.
All right. Have a little day. All right. Still loaded up?
Yep. 203, you're up.
Oh, great.
All right, Kirk. I have a book recommendation and a question, if I may.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.
So the book is Flash Boys by Michael Lewis. It's a great book. Another kind of like look into the way that like Wall Street kind of just screws people out of money. Obviously not to the extent that The Big Short is, but I always find it interesting to just see ways that like we're just getting screwed over and have no idea. It's about like high frequency trading. I won't bore you with it, but recommendation.
Too late. Yeah.
And then my question is, Wednesdays with Cullinane, do you have a plan for what you're going to do? Are you going to have more guests in? Are you going to bring Mike in more often? Like,
there'll be somebody in here. There's no doubt about that.
A buffer.
Yeah, I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter.
Justin, get in here.
The guy lives in the yellow house over there. It could be. It doesn't matter. We will have some. I can't deal with Dave one-on-one. I don't think I ever have. So no, I have no. I mean,
can you do it like at least once?
No,
so we can see the dynamic.
No.
All right.
I can't. I'm sorry. I know.
Try.
No, I can't. I can't. I do everything for you people. I can't do it. I put my life on line.
Love you, Kirk.
Okay, love you too. Jesus, I didn't even think of that. I have thought of that, but oh, God. Hello.
Hey, so I have a question for Mike and then a question for Kirk. Mike, is it going to be weird working with Cullinane, having, like, you've never met him before?
It is a little odd. I'm curious to meet. He seems like
You've met him, haven't you?
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Come on, I'm not that old. Jesus.
Like, this one might be real dementia.
By the way, I saw. Hold on.
My question for you is,
okay, you can ask in a second. Take it easy. I saw The Father, Anthony Hopkins movie, which he was. Look, I love Chadwick Boseman. Okay,
yeah,
love him. Probably my favorite actor. But Anthony Hopkins was so good in that fucking movie.
That's what I've heard.
And that
Everyone
movie
says he's
is
great.
so fucking. I'm almost glad my dad is not alive because if if you're in your 70s or something and watch that movie, it'd be like the biggest horror movie of all time. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh,
there is a part. The only thing, because I haven't seen either movie,
Yeah.
I just find it weird. Like, it seemed like, just give it to Chadwick Boseman. You know, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, sure. But I almost give him credit. They're like, well, he was better at it. Like, he's, and he's one of the greatest actors of all time, giving a great, fucking unbelievable performance.
He's better in it. He's white. That's
true.
Check marks.
It's another weird thing about Anthony Hopkins is I was reading about, he has a kid, and they asked him about this. I'm going to look this up. Go ahead, ask your question. I'll talk about it after. Go ahead.
I guess my question is, did you get a chance to watch Mayor of Easttown on HBO?
I talked about it today. Well, you'll hear it later.
Okay, and then my last question, I guess, is there a chance of Big Steve showing up in Madawaska, surprisingly?
All right, goodbye.
603, you're up.
Kirk, this is your president, Donald J. Trump.
Wow. Mr. President.
Oh, no, I'm his only target left.
We have a lot to talk about, Kirky. We have a lot to talk about, my friend.
Okay.
I'm so sorry I didn't call for a while. I was a little upset at you, Kirk.
What happened?
I thought you had Joe Biden on the case, but it's just Ann Desmond.
Not bad.
Yeah, shaking the rust off, Kirk.
No, I liked it, sir. I liked it. It's amazing to hear your voice because I think Mike was this is literally the only place you can talk.
That's right.
And this is your.
He's been banned.
Yeah. Well, how's life post presidency?
I haven't been deplatformed here yet.
Not yet.
I'm trying to find some different work because I can't go on Twitter. I decided to become a handball coach in New York City, Kirk. I hear there's a lot of perks. It's
okay.
Really good gig.
All right.
Almost. What does that mean?
Almost.
I want that scrub, but
no, we're good.
Yeah, Kirk, I'm really sorry to hear about sneaky, creepy Steve.
Yeah.
What happened? Not good.
Well, sir, I mean, you had some turnover in your administration. It's a couple of years, and he claims, and you would know better than me, sir. You met him before I think I did. He's saying that he is going to take a Sprinter van and travel the world.
Yeah, that Sprinter van's a lot like Russian collusion, Kirk. It never existed.
I think there may be something to that.
And he would appreciate
Kirk,
that.
You and I were geniuses, and we're hard to work with. I remember there was one time Sean Spicer looked at me, and I had to tell him we weren't partners in running the country.
Yeah, that's a tough moment. It's a tough moment, sir. It's a tough moment.
But I'm looking forward to the day when the Daily Wire calls you for Steve's next job for a reference, and you can tell him he performed 600 abortions. Really good.
That's true. I do wonder, sir, if that call's going to come. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I would say it's coming sooner rather than later. I think he had a couple cocktails and he watched Into the Wild one night, and all of a sudden he did his job.
So hopefully, hopefully it's the same ending. That's all I can say.
But Kirk, I'm very busy and I have to jump, but I have one thing I need to run past you. You know, you're one of my top advisors. Mm-hmm. I'm not close with the current president, but he asked me to consult on something. We're trying to find a way to honor Jeff D. Lowe, appropriate for his accomplishment.
Sure.
And what we think we're going to do is we're going to take all the gravestones in Arlington National Cemetery and crush them up and spell out Jeff D. Lowe on the hill. What do you think?
That's a high honor.
I think that's a good start, Mr. President. I think that's that. If you're going to do like a week's worth of honors, I mean, you got to remember, like, he did a whole, I mean, you say that, sir, it's not one episode. He did a whole season of trivia.
Kirk, it's incredible. Have you seen the graphics? Kirk, you wrote questions. I can't think of one thing you could use, like the internet, to look up trivia questions.
He had to write a lot of them.
Mr. President, it's not like he was running to his car with the possibility of his life being on the line somewhere in the mountains of South Carolina with no reception, facing a possibility of death every single day. This guy went, he asked the questions. You remember this, sir, as well. Like, he hosted this show.
Kirk, he had to stand there. There were 3 desks. It was a debacle, Kirk. But what we're going to do is we're going to do the Bo Bergdahl Rose Garden ceremony, and then we're going to tear down the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial.
Good.
And we're just going to write Jeff.
Good. I like that.
Hopefully one day our nation will reach paying back the debt. But we love you, and Mike, you are fat, and you
Mister, I almost made it out on
China Wall, Bigly Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. President. Go. What's up, buddy?
I'm listening to some of the old episodes where you keep talking to the Sopranos and you're taking Sopranos calls all the time. You ever notice that Steve Schlumana looks and sounds exactly like Jerry Callahan?
Who does?
Steve Schlumana in Sopranos.
Robert Loggia?
The part where the parole officer comes and asks to see the garage sounds just like Jerry. Because you ever seen an oil stain before?
The voice, maybe.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I don't think he looks like him.
You don't think so? You don't think he'd be Jerry's dad when he's in the wife beater with the white hair all messed up, like just baiting what to tell the guy? It's so funny, man. You gotta watch that clip.
All right, I know exactly what you're talking
Nazi
about.
stuff.
I know exactly. Yeah, I liked Feach as a character.
Because the TVs are good. They're in the garage.
I like the other
All
one.
right, thanks for that. All right, go ahead. They're still loaded up?
They are.
Okay, people want to talk to us now, Mike.
978.
Yeah, speaking of Jerry, I think it's worth pointing out that on Memorial Day, Jerry retweeted Pat Sajak, retweeted Turtle Boy talking about Kyrie, and retweeted the Babylon Bee. So he wasn't too.
Well, he would argue, Ziggy, that's honoring the right wing fight against for justice and stuff.
Right. Anytime you can retweet Pat Sajak, you got to do it.
I'll tell you, Sajak has managed to. 1 second, we'll give you plenty of time. Sajak has managed to
unscathed,
be very right wing, and not lose his job, which is great. I mean, I don't want Pat Sajak to lose his job, but he's never gets. I think that crowd is probably so in that thing, right?
Well, they're all the old codgers that probably agree with him.
But that doesn't stop.
And most people don't know. Like, do people even know what Wheel of Fortune is still on? You know what I mean?
No, but I bet you that wouldn't stop some crazy left winger from going after him.
Right. But I think the fact that there hasn't been news about him.
I can see a New York Times thing like, boy, the troubling Twitter history of Pat Sajak.
Yeah, it'll come. If Trump gets back in office.
That's true. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kirk, I was wondering if you were a fan of Patty Scalfa's voice.
I am not.
It's my understanding she can kind of like ruin the concert experience if she
comes
really
close
steps up to the mic a lot.
Well, I'll tell you, there was a bootleg that was going around YouTube this weekend I found from Hartford in 2000. Maybe the best E Street Band show I've ever been to. And Springsteen does Brilliant Disguise in that show. And he has Patty singing background, and she fucking fucks it up. She's like, she's doing her fucking warbling thing. Although, on the Western Stars movie, she's actually very good on a couple of songs. The only time I've ever liked her.
Like you would expect on a Brilliant Disguise, she's going to be there. But
Low.
the reason I bring it up is
I want her at 3 out of 10. She doesn't need to be 8 or 9 out of 10.
Right. Well, so this is perfect. So the reason I brought this up was I wanted to make the analogy that Steve was my Patty Scalfa.
I had a feeling it was going to come back to that. It took a long way.
On the occasional background duets, like it's okay, but it was just so unbearable for me. It just became unlistenable. Not unlistenable, but...
What was our first chance to talk to Ziggy Robinson, a famous Steve hater, after now knowing that? Do you have any thoughts? Do you believe that, you used to have a show where you guys would talk about, which I enjoyed that. I wish the rundown was still on the YouTube channel.
He was called out, by the way, in that famous Menners and Dave run.
Well, we'll get to that. Well, yeah. I mean, you can react to that as well. But just first on Steve, what is your overall take? Do you believe that he's going in some Sprinter van? Do you think it was financially motivated? What is your overall take on the whole thing?
Well, first off, some might say that doing a anti-Steve PSA on the YouTube did contribute to Steve ending up leaving the show. I wouldn't say that, but some might. I think the Sprinter van stuff is probably real. I think actually Trump made a good point to the Trump caller where he had a few too many cocktails, watched a movie, watched Into the Wild, and just kind of said, fuck it, let's just do it. I'm done with the show. I think he has been done with the show for a long time. I think he knew from very early on it wasn't what he was expecting. In the very first show, Steve had a Freudian slip where he called Barstool Sports Barstool Politics. And I think from the very beginning, it was like he was just trying to find his way in and is trying to, I don't know, take the show in a different direction from what you wanted it. So I think it was that seed was there and it just kind of, something happened. I don't know what it was, if it was the partnership thing that he said or what, but.
Now you reached out. Oh, good. Oh, please, I don't get in your way of Steve rant.
The Sprinter van thing's probably real, but who knows how long
now you reached out to me privately on via message and were very critical of Menners and Vigilance Dave.
To be honest, I didn't listen to it. I didn't watch the show.
Neither did I. I saw the clip.
I just wanted to pile on.
Ah, okay. Well, they'll be on tomorrow with Carabas. They're going to have their chance to go at them again.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
I basically just called him a pussy. It wasn't that in-depth.
Good point.
Steve leaves the show, and that's kind of his only shtick, so he kind of has to now light himself on fire to make himself interesting.
Who, Steve?
No, VD.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Ziggy?
Yeah, just real quick.
Sure.
You might recall that I had been asked to write a blog or bio for Steve.
I don't recall
and
that.
I wrote it. I sent it to him, but I think he was probably too burnt out to send it to Barstool.
Oh, he's burnt out, yeah.
I thought it was a fitting tribute just to read it read it on air.
Sure, we want to hear that, Mike, or no?
I would love to.
Okay, Justin,
I think I'll have some kind words.
Do you not like Ziggy? I see you seem like you're upset that this
No,
guy's
I like
calling.
Ziggy.
Justin doesn't like anybody.
No, I like Ziggy. Mike, I like you. Love Kirk.
I wish Ziggy was like Ziggy should be on the wrap-up show. Like, but what did you get? Did what's his face? The idiot Zonker? Did he scare you away?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just didn't want to be on with Justin. I don't want to be seen with Justin.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Steve did read this on the air once. He kind of no-sold it. And it's just a shame it didn't make it on the site because there's a hidden acrostic message that Steve, I don't think, picked up on.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the blogger bio, the last tribute for Steve. P, poet laureate for the Puccinian Society. R, rush lunch enthusiast. I, ice fishing novice. C, connoisseur of meatball subs. K, known liar.
There you go.
Mike, what's that spell?
It spells prick, my friend.
Thank you.
What a genius. Goodbye. Let's go.
617, you're up.
I have nothing. I was sitting on the shitter and saw the tweet about 5 full lines, so I thought I'd just do my duty.
Well, 1 second, Tim. We're going to mention we had something for him earlier. Oh,
the guy.
So
who is that
tell
guy?
us, without giving anything away, tell us as much as you can about this host, this John guy.
I don't. Blind Mike's daddy found him. He's an older guy. Actually, I have an unbelievable call for the next time.
Okay.
That I was threatened with violence.
Oh, yeah, you have
he's
it.
83 years old.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does, as you've always said, they don't listen. He admits.
Well, this guy really doesn't listen. I mean, this is a whole different level.
I think you just can't hear at this point.
But he hears other stuff.
Exactly. It's spotty.
So he's somewhere. He's in radio somewhere in Rhode Island.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We don't want to ruin your. So you have a call already that you're going to send to us or no?
Well, I sent one this morning to Justin that Blind Mike's daddy made, but it might be too late for the show.
No, we played that. We played that. Yeah.
You did. Yes, there is one that may have been my second to last call to this guy. I think I put him on the edge. And,
poor guy.
One of the listeners has threatened to beat me up.
Oh, great. Perfect.
John has also said it. He just wants one chance at me. One chance.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Rough and
That'd
rowdy.
be a nice finale to this guy.
That'd be a good rough and rowdy. I'd watch that.
Tim and Canton versus.
I'd probably lose. I don't want to send this guy into a tailspin. This is his whole life. But
this isn't what we do.
You're making him a big star, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's affecting him, but I'll be sending that in. But I felt a tiny bit guilty on the last.
That's all right. All right, we'll see you. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I got over that after I hung up.
There you go. All right, too. There you go. One more.
I was just taking a shit. So
always
I thought
good.
I would call.
Hey, Kirk, I got a positive and I got a negative remark for you. Which one would you want to hear?
Go with the negative. We'll go positive second. We'll see how you do.
Can I do positive first? Can I go positive
Why
first?
did you ask me then?
So you don't. I'm sorry. Listen,
You didn't
when
choose
you
the
did the argument with that kid, the guy from Miami, the Miami football player, you tore him apart. That's the
Who?
first thing I've ever seen.
Miami football
The guy,
player.
the D lineman from he was like a Tampa Bay D
I
lineman,
don't even know what
Miami
you're talking
lineman.
about. I don't even know what you're
You
talking
tore him apart. Remember?
No.
No, that was like when you first got on. You
Willie
it was just
Colon?
you and Dino on.
Oh.
Yeah. Either way,
Warren
that was
Sapp.
great. You should that should be played more.
Is that what Cilio? Dan Cilio?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't remember
you
ever
killed
talking
him.
to him.
You killed him.
Okay. I don't remember that, but
What's
okay.
that?
I don't even remember that, but okay. Thank you,
Okay.
I guess.
Negative.
Random positive.
Listen, the podcast, the case.
Uh-huh.
It was just all over the place, bro. It was just all over the place. I love it. I love everything you do. That was all over the place. So was it
Yeah.
Steve? Just not fucking.
Yep.
The audio was awful.
Correct. Yep, the audio's. Yep, the audio. Yeah, thank you for the call. That's
a
all right.
win.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah,
win.
what are you going to do? Take one more. We can't with that idiot.
Well, there are no more calls.
That was it?
What?
That's the last caller?
That was it.
Oof. All right. Well, good enough. Hello.
Hey, did you guys see the story about the Diamondbacks TV analyst who
Bob Brenly?
who had to step down for sensitive? Yes.
Yes. He said something. He said something about a do-rag or something. Am I making that up?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. Is that really a racist term, though? I mean, I thought that's what they called the thing. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I will say this. Like, when I read it, I was like, oh, that's probably something you shouldn't say.
Yeah, there was a similar one that Steve actually sent me a week ago with that hockey announcer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I was telling them before the show. The guy, they were showing someone without a shirt on, and I guess someone made a comment about him being positive, and the guy goes, well, you're certainly positive of something.
What's your question?
My question is, I got kids the same age as Harry, and when you're going through your troubles and you're going back into a facility as recently in the past year, what are the conversations like when you try to explain it to a 9-year-old? Like, how do you
really don't. You really, it's too young. You really don't. You just say, listen, dad struggles sometimes, dad gets sad sometimes, but you don't get into super specifics. It's too young. I mean, Kate's older. You can have those conversations as they get older. But when you're younger, there's no real benefit to that. And plus, you put on, you do your best to kind of put on airs in front of them. So,
yeah. I just always wanted to ask you that because I know it can't be easy, especially with the younger kids. So.
No. Well, thanks. Yeah, great. Right, thanks for bumming me out. All right. Hello, you're up.
203.
Hey, guys. I'm surprised most of these calls are getting through. Your producer probably has most people blocked. But I have a quick movie question.
Matt, do you want to respond to that, Matt?
I mean, that's not how phones work. Have you ever used one?
That's a good point.
What is your, what are you saying? Because Matt's blocked everyone on Twitter that he would have blocked the phone numbers preemptively?
Yeah, it's almost like jokes don't have to be like exactly
that's
like
also,
how the world works.
He was right also.
But they also have to make sense.
But jokes should be funny.
Yeah, they have to make sense. I don't know, but I mean, there has to be that's a reach is my point.
We've been waiting for Matt to be funny for years, and it hasn't happened. I have one try, and all of a sudden,
I have not been. But go ahead. Oh, what's up? Let's go.
603.
Let's go.
Hey, Kirk. First time, long time.
Got it. Are you on speakerphone?
I'm on.
Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Get off.
Yeah.
First time ever talking to me. What the fuck? I hate that.
It's the first time I called into the radio show. But so I'm a long time rider, Kirk, and I'm a long time Kirk guy. So it was a tough battle.
Let me be very clear about this. Okay, very clear about this. I want KMS quotes to get this. Rico Bosco is a piece of shit. And if he was a piece of shit in my toilet, I wouldn't flush it. I'd sell the fucking house before I flush the toilet. He's a disloyal, backstabbing fuckwad. And I'll tell you what, he better be fucking careful. Like I said, when he goes to a restaurant, he better sit with his fucking back against the wall.
Oh, boy.
Against the wall.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I just want
you understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
you understand what I'm saying? No. If I were him, I'd have somebody test his fucking food and start his fucking car for him. This would be my advice.
Where do you stand on that, sir?
I can't. I mean, that's aggressive statements to make.
I stand by all of them. I'm just
He's not ready for this.
I'm just saying. You can't be too safe. You can't be too safe out there.
Are you trying to broker peace, sir, or are you? No. It seems like it's not.
I offered to sit down. I offered to sit down. Okay, and I got ugats as a response from these guys. Okay, nothing. So I offered myself, Rico, Jeff, Dave, Dan, and myself breaking bread at an establishment, Italian establishment in New York. Go there, sit down, and hammer it all out. But I got nothing. No response from Rico Bosco. That to me, and I've been pretty. I said, listen, shut up. He made a choice, and I respect that. He went with Hank, no problem. But when you don't respond to that offer, to me, that's a fuck you. Veal Parmesan sandwich, fuck you. And I am not. So, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You'll be lying next to him if you're not fucking careful. So, so when you don't respond to that, then to me, that's a declaration of war. Right? Do you agree, Mike?
Oh, I agree. I thought you were asking this fella.
This guy's flabbergasted.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot to say.
Jesus. Go ahead. What do you got?
So I'm just going along with what you were saying. So say this Italian restaurant sit down actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
If you walked into this Italian establishment and his back wasn't against the wall, are all bets off at that point? Do you just go Rambo?
I'll just say this. Obviously you're familiar with the film The Godfather, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've excused myself and used the bathroom real quick. That's what I would say. I'm just saying I would use the bathroom.
That doesn't end well.
That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for the call. I'm just saying, after a long drive to New York, I probably have to use the facilities. That's all. What's up?
Hey, so I got a quick question for you, golf related. Sure. I got to go to Scottsdale for a bachelor party soon. I've never been there before. Is there a good spot to take my buddy for his party? He's not much of a golfer, but
asking me where to go for a fucking party?
Scottsdale.
I went to a wedding. My dad couldn't go. He was working. This was a long time ago. So I took my mom to Scottsdale. It was an old neighbor of ours in Billerica. And my dad, he was traveling or something. So I took my mom. We went to the wedding, and my mom never drank ever, but she had one drink that night and was hammered. And we were at a table, and there was like 6 or 8 of us, and there was a husband and a wife, and the wife only had one arm. My mom literally was like a sitcom. My mom turned to me and said, "Do you know that she has one arm?" And it was loud enough for everyone to hear. So that was the weekend that Mission Impossible 1 opened. I remember that because I went to that movie by myself, and I ate it because she was hanging out with the family. And I ate a California Pizza Kitchen. That was my party that weekend. So if you want to go to CPK and see a movie, I'll see if I can find it for you. Short of that,
the Sprinter van thing is probably bullshit, but say it isn't. That takes months to prepare. Like even finding one of those and then having like all the work done to it. So he's like sitting there with you every day, working with you, and just like doesn't mention this one time. Don't do this to me. Contract.
Don't do this to me.
This is ridiculous. Why are you reacting this way? Like this is treason what you did. Like if I hear that loyalty clip one more time about you, like this is the most disloyal thing I've ever seen in your career. I've been following you a long time. He's sitting there going on.
Why are you angry at me about it? What the hell did I do? What am I supposed to do? Shoot the guy?
You need to deal with this, Kirk. You need to deal with this. You need to deal with this.
Here's what I did. I don't think he was particularly disloyal. You may disagree. What I did was I texted him, as you know, a couple weeks ago. I said, "Hey, Steve, we're good. Like you don't want to do this show anymore. Don't do it." Like short of that, what am I supposed to do?
I think it's funny that you actually dealt with it like an adult, but it's not obvious. As a listener, I would hate that too. I'd be like, I'm going to fucking rant and rave about it.
But I don't. Like I don't.
It's crazy. He's sitting there day after day, going on these trips with you. Just doesn't fail to mention this is like a massive life-changing thing. Doesn't mention.
Well, let me ask. Hold on. Let me give you Steve's perspective. Take it easy. I respect that you're angry. I do respect that. That's good. If you're Steve, I'm trying as I get older. I am trying. If you're Steve, would you ever tell Kirk Minihane that you're thinking about doing this? Because once you tell him, you know it's over.
Right.
It's over. So go ahead.
That's just not fair, though. That he got in the den with you. He's working with you. That's just not fair to say, like, oh, well, I'm going to pick and choose. That's bullshit. Especially you're talking about your contract. You're talking about season 2 of the case, doing all this other stuff. He did it 1 week before the season finale of the case, and then you let Hank say that about the commercials on the fucking show, and you don't even fucking destroy him.
Oh, he was just because you know what thing about like Hank? Nothing with Hank is real.
Right.
He came on the show and said nothing was real.
Agree.
What the fuck am I going to yell at him when it's like talking to Brandon Walker? Like it's all a fucking wrestling show. I'm not gonna sit there and yell at him about commercial. I don't care about that.
Yeah. He was definitely fucking around, but I do think if you said that about a different show, like people at Barstool would be pissed.
Of course, but,
you know
but they're all pussies.
Right.
Like everyone in New York are pussies. Like I mean, 90% of them.
Sure.
But like like if you want me to be angry at Steve because he was plotting some exit because he didn't want to do the show anymore, he didn't want to do the show anymore. Like what am I supposed to do in your mind? What should I do?
Well, I think we could rag on him a little bit more than we have. I mean, like, can you play some drops? Like, what the fuck?
This will make you happy. Okay, if in the next few months Steve takes a job somewhere else in some conservative show, he is then enemy number 1. I will say that. Like that show, destroying that show would become my existence. I'm not lying about that because then again, if he had said, "Hey Kirk, what's your name, caller?"
Jack. Yeah.
Jack. If he had said to me, "Hey Kirk, I'm leaving this show. I thought I was going a different direction. It's not as much politics as I like to do. Honestly, I don't like the Minifans. I don't like this. I don't like that. I appreciate the case. You were a great boss, but I like conservative talk radio." He hung up.
This failed.
Oh, it crashed on us?
Yeah.
All right, set it back up if you can. Sure. I like conservative talk radio, Mike, I was like, great, fine. But he didn't say that. He said he doesn't want to do that. I believe him for now. I believe him. But if 2 months from now he takes a job at some conservative show, that's going to be tough. We'll take a few. I can only talk to these people for so long today.
847, you're up.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, you dropped off.
Good. Hello.
908, you're up.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kirk. Sorry that Madawaska are being a bunch of assholes to you. But I just had a quick question, I guess, sort of about the case.
Maybe I'll go to your great state next. The home of Bruce Springsteen.
Not there anymore.
Oh, okay. I believe that's a New Jersey area code. Am I wrong?
Yeah, Union County. Grew up in like Roseville Park, Rahway, if that's familiar.
I know Rahway. Go ahead.
Right. So I know that during the case, Steve had a lot of complaints about the sales team and the promotion of that. Which in turn, I guess, did that cost you guys any dollars in your pockets?
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, I will say
Steve quitting.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. When you look at ad rev share, we had a great deal with Taser. They signed a big 6-figure sponsorship for the presented for the case, like a big, really, really big. So we were really happy with that. It was more sort of, and I love Simply Safe. I just did a read for them. They were great. I'm happy they were on board. But it was more like at first they wanted to sell everything for all 8 episodes. And we said, let's wait, give us 4 episodes and you'll see the numbers. The numbers were huge. And the presenting sponsors after that, or the sponsors after that were pretty good prices as well. But it was just the idea that they never understood what we were doing. They thought it was almost like part of the show. We had to walk them through everything. So it wasn't even so much the financial numbers, but it was the work we had to do to get them to understand what it was, which was sort of endless. And even now, I don't think they understand what it is.
I always wondered if that with Steve had more, because you kept saying, what did I do to piss Steve off or whatever. I wondered if it had more to do with that.
Well, I'm sure I did things, but I think that was for sure. Just talking to him the other day, I know that was a big part of it.
Yeah.
No, there's no question about it. So when he took, I do think he took a little less money. He was making Howie Carr to come here, but I think he thought on the back end, Barstool. And the irony now is with the Wilbur, and we have 6 ad reads today. We just, like I said, a big case thing. That money is now he left at the weird time for that, but he wanted to leave, so that's okay too.
A follow. Do you think the Dave, Erica, or whoever handles that in New York, do they? Because that's the reason Pat McAfee quit, and not comparing Steve's talent level at all to McAfee, obviously, but if that had led to you to quit, that would be a huge loss. Are they?
Well, it almost did. It almost did. I mean, look, me leaving Barstool, they wouldn't. They'd I do well for them. They're making money on the show now. They like having me there, but I mean, the train keeps going if I leave. I mean, goes there. Anybody leaves, but when I left, when I thought I was leaving. Last summer, I think I quote tweeted McAfee tweeted he had about it. It's frustrating, and it's not just me. Dave has complained about it. Eric has complained about it. The salespeople are shitheads. They're morons. There's no, I'm sorry if they don't want to hear that, but I think they're all stupid.
Are there good salesmen that just don't
go
into
idea.
entertainment?
I have no. I've never dealt with one.
From Stern on, everyone's complained about the sales staff.
I should say I've never dealt with, but I remember early on in the EI there were a couple of good ones. And they wound up leaving. That's the other thing is they just leave. Thanks for the call. They leave all the time. They just, it's a weird job. And all right, hello 207 from the great state of Maine.
All right, podcast Jesus. I want to shower you with some praise for something you did last week that I think went unnoticed.
About time. Jesus.
Yeah, Wednesday morning, you're fighting the good, the flu battle, the food poisoning, whatever. It was your Michael Jordan, performance, if you will.
That was Thursday
At
morning. I was sick.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Or Thursday. Well, yeah. But at 6 a.m., I believe on Wednesday, you said the show isn't going to happen. No, this was your performance on Wednesday.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. It went unnoticed.
Oh, thank you.
Wednesday morning, you woke up and you told the Minifans at 6 a.m. there's not going to be a show. Hang tight. I'm going to come back Thursday and Friday and end out the week. Big Steve would never fucking do that. I don't understand why when you would tell him, hey, Big Steve, we're not dropping until 1 p.m., I don't know why he couldn't take the time out to send, take a minute to send out a quick Twitter.
I think that's a reasonable criticism.
So that it was going to be pushed back.
First of all, I didn't. I didn't.
I don't mean to throw shade at you.
Are you praising me or not?
I know it's fucked up. I'm so mad at Steve, and I'm so happy he's gone.
I don't know the criticism of Steve.
The criticism of Steve, I think, is that he's saying, okay, all right, thank you for the call. Is that, and first of all, I didn't wake up. It's like I was fucking shitting my pants all night.
Right.
Criticism is sometimes if a show is running late,
he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, he might say, hey, the show's going to drop. I don't know if he did. I don't know this. The show's going to drop, say, at 2 today or something.
781, you're up.
Hey, Kirk. I used to work in Plymouth. And
Hold on. One second, buddy. I want to hear about your old job in Plymouth in a moment. It's interesting to me. But all the calls until then, Justin, have been from out of state, correct? Which contradicts Mike's theory that nobody out of the state will listen to this show.
I'm still holding on to that.
Yes. Hello. Go ahead.
Hey, sorry. So when you go to work at 99.1, there's a great supermarket in Plymouth. It's called Perry's. And in the back, they have a great sandwich thing, and you can go. It's like real old school. It's very, very good, just how you would like it.
Oh, I go work radio in Plymouth.
Yes.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Work in 99.1.
Oh, now I'm listening. So what's it called?
Perry's. Perry.
Okay.
It's an old school market. In the end, they have a great sub place. They're huge. They're very good.
Oh, good. All right, thank you. See, that's when I work in 99.1. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That is the type of place that has the best subs usually.
I would
Just
agree
a
with
small little.
All right, we'll take a few more.
610, you're up.
Kirk, it's Little People, Big World guy.
What's up? What do you call me on a Monday for?
Well, I got some problems with that Bobo sidekick of yours.
Oh, well, go ahead.
I don't even work here.
Mm-hmm.
Today on his free episode of the Blind Mike Project, him and that Greg, I think his name is.
Craig.
They were talking pawn shops, pawn stars, breaking down reality shows, trying to just steal another one of your sticks.
Right. No surprise there. No surprise there.
Did we?
Very sad.
Don't play that game, Mike.
Craig brought up
talking about
LeVar Ball.
the drug dealer and all. Disgusting.
Yeah. I'm not.
That is true.
I'll have to go
That
listen
is
to
true. You are the only podcast that talks reality shows.
I'll have to not listen to that. That's patreon.com/blind Mike, by the way.
This guy got deep into it, though. I
Well, that's what I'm
appreciate
saying. He's a fan.
He's deep in the episode.
He's a fan, right? You're a fan of it, right?
A little bit sometimes.
Yeah, there
you can admit it. You cunts
nobody
can say,
can
you can
admit
say,
it. No,
yeah, I
it's-
like it. You don't have to put this charade.
They can't. They actually physically can't. You put these people through enough.
Thank you for attempting, sir.
Are you a subscriber?
Yes, I am.
There you go.
See, even the subscribers are like, I guess.
Yeah. I guess
My other.
It's like saying you voted for Trump.
Is I give him this brilliant name for his podcast or his new show, and he just gives it no love.
Oh, which one?
I said he should call it a look into the laughs with Blind Mike. That name just hits on so many different levels.
It's not terrible. I didn't want to do a pun, really.
Yeah.
I think I came up with
All right, thanks for the call, little people. Well, give me a call. Give me a call later this week. We'll
Mike,
recap.
stick to the shtick.
Yeah. All right. See.
Yeah, hopefully have a good episode.
See.
All right.
All right. Hello. You're up.
Kirk, I need your help.
Okay.
The wife is pregnant, 6 months pregnant with our first.
Congratulations.
Due in September.
It's like Alba.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just a smaller feet. Here's what I need. I need you to bless the baby.
That's too early.
I
6
need it.
months. Nah, I feel like, honestly, I think it's 50-50 this baby lives anyway through the birth, if I'm being honest.
Okay,
So
well,
you got to check in like month 8 or around then.
8?
Yeah.
Such a horrible thing
Make it
to
that
say.
far.
What is?
It's a 50-50 chance it makes it.
Well, listen to this guy. You think he's got a live baby in his system? I don't know.
Probably not.
Boy or girl?
Little girl.
What's the name going to be? Well, I imagine it'll be a little girl. What's the name of the baby? We know yet? Thank you.
Lorelai.
Lorelai.
Unique.
That's a nice name. I like that. How's your wife? Your wife feeling? Okay, feeling good.
She's good. Yeah, she's good. First trimester was tough, but she's going now. We're starting to feel her move and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
it's exciting. Well, go check in a month or two. I'd appreciate if you had your wife with you on the phone. And I can talk to you and her and bless the baby as well.
So she needs to be present for this.
Of
Lauren,
course.
you hear that? You got to be here. Yeah, she's excited.
She sounds like it. Okay.
Thrilled.
Well, good luck. All right, goodbye. Hello.
I'll say I haven't missed Steve as much on the show as when I was just waiting on the line for Justin to abort the shit out of that guy and his 6-month pregnant wife.
It's true. No abortions right now. I don't know how. I don't,
Is he allowed to?
No. We got to figure out that. I think has to stay with Steve. I think.
You know, it was a perverse.
Steve could take that to his next show.
A perverse aspect of that that I never really quite realized, but the baby is crying.
Right. Well, it hurts.
Which I realize means that's a pretty late
that's
term
a political
abortion.
take by Steve. His baby's
It's very deep.
That's a human baby. Yeah, what's up?
I got a question about Cullinane.
Sure.
Do you think Cullinane's side hustles are going to get in the way of his commitment to your show?
Almost certainly.
There was one.
Yes,
one
I mean,
tweet I did think of.
His Rick Mandarin stuff, but like he works on another podcast besides Jerry's show that I know he's leaving.
Oh, is that true?
And but is he going to continue doing? Yeah, remember when Grinelli was on? He said that he works on some hockey podcast.
No, I didn't know that.
I thought he used to. And that's how he knew
I mean,
those
I don't
guys.
know that. I can ask him. I don't really care. I mean, Dave is super into it right now. I honestly, I don't want the less Dave, the better. Though I don't want him completely focused on the show because it'll drive me nuts.
Do you think he'll last till Labor Day?
Yeah.
No. Honestly, I would say no.
All right. Well, we'll see.
I hope I'm wrong. I like Dave. I'm looking forward to it, but he drives me nuts.
617, you are up.
Hey, I've got a point about Steve, and then if I've earned it, I get a Bruce point later about that. Way earlier, like months back, when the case started, but it didn't come out yet, when you guys were working on it, I observed something that I like to refer to as the Chris Curtification of Steve.
Okay.
And I know now that he's, and I thought this way before he was leaving, because he kind of, obviously you're not going to go back and listen, but he had this kind of like varsity Letterman jacket, like I'm on the inside circle, I know stuff, I've observed Kirk in the real world kind of attitude. And like it really just started to really mirror the arc that Chris Curtis went through once you guys started doing the investigative Cullen
right.
stuff.
Let me interrupt you for one moment, and then you can make your Bruce point. There is something in my head that this is not something I'm proud of. It's not one of my good traits. I have many good traits. It's one of my bad ones. Is like when I said to Steve, like I did get the sense too that Steve started feeling like we were in this together, and that was part of the "we're not partners" thing that I did to him. I wanted purposely for him to know that and him to feel bad. So again, it's not a quality of which I'm proud.
In a way, you are though.
Yeah.
No.
Like when you think of the text messages you prepare for people that would ruin their.
Yes. I shouldn't say that, but I wanted to knock Steve down a peg. Like I didn't take any pleasure in it, but I did get the sense that he was kind of starting to, look, this is part of the reason why I left. Like he worked for me, and I think he thought the partner thing is weird. It's just weird. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. I don't get it. But he felt that way. So,
well, do you think he just meant that he did a lot like the sales stuff? He was getting an ad ref. Like he's invested in the business side.
That's
as well,
different.
which makes him feel like
that's
a
different.
partnership doesn't mean an equal partnership.
Well,
you could be a partner at a law firm or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, but I'm kidding. Like to some extent, I'm kidding. I never looked at Steve like he felt. Steve. Again, people don't want to hear me say this because a lot of people who hate him. Steve did an unbelievable job here. We get along great right now. We will. And the only caveat is if Steve took some job like 3-4 weeks from now at some fucking conservative radio station. That would piss me off.
But what if eventually he does it?
No, that's fine. What is he going to do? Yeah,
right.
What the fuck is he going to? He's going to. I mean, I think he likes that better.
Right.
And I think to the other caller earlier's point, like why didn't Steve up? I think Steve had disdain after a while for the Minifans, which, by the way, is not like it's kind of understandable.
And I think like. I was going to say it's not that he'd be better at conservative radio. He would like his talent at that more than he likes his talent.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, go ahead. What was your Bruce point?
No, it's almost too bad that I bring it up now. I wish I brought it up when he was still there because it inevitably devolves into a why Steve left. But I observed it like way early.
Okay, you don't have to spike the football. Well, do you have a Bruce point? Yes or no?
Yes. The B-sides studio outtakes version of Stolen Car is 1,000 times better than the album version.
It's better. Yeah, it's better. You're right. You know what?
But
You're right.
I think it's like way better to the point that he should just delete the album version.
Okay, you like making points and then like continuing the point. You won. Your record is 2-0 on this call. Congratulations.
Learn how to take yes for an answer.
Jesus Christ. Annoying fuckhead. All right, one more, maybe two more.
401, you are up.
Hi, is this the Kirk Minihane show?
Go ahead.
You are live to tape with Alex Jones on InfoWars.
I suspected it.
I'm looking
I thought it was
at the
actually Jerry.
documents right now.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I received an application from one Steve Robinson. He's looking to get back into conservative radio, so I figure it's funny that you're bringing it up. But really,
Not so funny, though.
What your experience with Steve was like.
It was fine. He's worked hard, as I just said, Alex. And I know you might have heard the last call. I have nothing but regard for Steve, and I would recommend him to you for sure. I think you do a fine job as your producer.
Yep, this call is going nowhere. So
Yep, I thought so. Good.
It's actually a false flag operation. I'm the real Alex Jones.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, young Alex. Hello.
Kirk, not a wildly entertaining call here, but
Oh, good. That's great news. You know what's great about that is that I'm not trying to entertain people. We're a fucking living. You know, now you go to a restaurant, you're like, you know, not a good steak here, but you got to fucking eat it.
Lowering your expectations.
I like it. Go ahead.
So last week you mentioned that you were looking for something new to follow, new sport, and something new to get excited about. I think I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know I have a suggestion. I think it's a good one.
Go ahead.
So similar to the Masters, when you try to explain to someone how fun it is to watch the Masters, they don't really get it. So this is similar, but there is a good entry point. And what I'm suggesting is that you take a look at F1 racing.
Now, thanks. See you later. No, I'm good. Thanks, buddy. Nice try, though. I get bored. I can't watch more than 2 seconds.
Formula One.
Yes, I can't. It just bores me. People are into it. That's great. Not for me.
No more calls.
Oh, perfect. Okay. What a great last call. All right. It loaded up?
Yep.
Good. Let's go.
917.
There you go.
Pregnant pause.
Hello?
Yep.
Hey, Kirk. So I saw that Barstool has a new miniseries about crafting cocktails. I thought it was pretty funny because K. Marco.
No K. Marco. I noticed that. I noticed that too. I noticed that as well. I did make a note of that. Yeah, they're very funny. I was happy to see that. Yeah, I mean it's amazing. Is he blog? I don't even know.
Where is he? I don't know.
I pay no attention. I don't read the blogs or anything. So
he must do something. Must still do like college football or something.
Yeah. All right. Good. Thanks for the call. Hello.
No, I had on the go for Todd. Jesus Christ. Hello?
What are you talking about?
Sorry. This is Fran Daigle.
Fran Daigle. Okay, Fran.
Yes.
Hi, Fran Daigle. What is your? Who are you? Tell me about yourself.
Like you don't know. I'm his wife.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, Mike?
I did not.
Matt?
No.
Didn't know that. Fran, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well. I just wanted to defend my husband.
Well, sure. Of course.
Well, he's a righteous man.
Okay.
He's a righteous man.
Southern, Fran?
And first of all, I'm struggling with the second layer, but first...
you sure are, Fran.
Anything that isn't a quote from Monday.
Very much on the first layer. Oh, Fran was
I'm working on it, but I did decorate his pickle park last night, so he is coming around to that.
That's good. All right, Fran. Thank you.
508.
Hey, Kirk, how's it going?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fine.
I've always wondered how you handle some of the blowback of some of the conversations or jokes you've made over the years with family and friends. You know, I think of you joking, or maybe it wasn't a joke, that you sired the Madawaska boys.
Well, that's true.
I think you even revealed that she was pregnant before Mutt was ready to tell the world.
That's true.
And then,
Your phone. Yeah, I get the question. Your phone stinks, but I understand the question. How do I handle these situations with somebody like Mutt? Well, I mean, those happen to be the truth. You know,
right.
I don't think the pregnant thing is true. I don't think I said that on the air before.
You can't avoid the truth.
No. I can't. I would say, like, to answer your question, it's easier when you do it with people who you know are able to understand it. It's like the opposite of Big Rick. We'll take a few more, man.
$401.
Mr. Chairman, Senator, you promised me a hearing. You didn't even look at the FBI report. When you were my guest, Mr. Chairman, Senator, at the Tangiers Hotel, did you not promise me that I would have a fair hearing? You were never my guest. I never comped you. I don't comp you at least 2 or 3 times a month at the Tangiers. Was I at that dinner? Just tell me. Was I at the dinner? Was I at that dinner? Was I at that dinner?
I had dinner. We had dinner that night.
I was in the building, so you know damn well I was at that dinner, and you swore to me that I would have a fair hearing at that dinner. Did you not? Did you not? Tell me I was at least at the dinner. Allow me that much. Give me that much at least.
Just grasping at straws.
Thank you, Ace. I appreciate it.
Hey, Kirk.
What's up?
So I had two questions for you. One's about Maine, one's about music.
Just ask the questions. Just ask them. Go ahead. I'm here.
All right. So I grew up in Maine, and I love how much attention you bring to it. It's pretty sweet that my favorite podcast is always talking about Maine. I think it's great.
Well, season 2 of another podcast I'm doing, maybe spending some time in the great state of Maine as well.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, does it happen to be about a murder in Old Town? Maybe.
No.
Okay. No. Anyways, I'm
murder
from
of Mike
Bucksport.
and
Have you ever
Sacco,
been to
which is going to happen in a few months.
Oh no.
Happen where? Where? I beg your pardon.
Have you ever been to Bucksport?
Yes, I have.
It?
Yes, I do. I have. I've been there.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my hometown, and we'd be happy to adopt you if Madawaska keeps giving you a hard time. It's a beautiful little coastal town. Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you. Guys.
The
A nice
music
town.
question, though, have you ever listened to Wildman Fisher? Do you remember him?
Who? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
His name is Wildman Fisher. He's like a Frank Zappa kind of disciple.
No, I'm not.
He's a crazy
That's
person,
not my world. That is not my world. Thanks for the call. Don't pitch me on that. You one and done. Ugh. I hate music that's not good.
How do they not know you don't like Zappa? How do they not know this?
I mean, it's just not my. You probably like him. You probably pretend to like him.
No, I like him.
He's got a Zappa Lives tattoo.
Nobody likes him. What?
508.
Hey, fellas.
What's up?
Hey, it's Petey Pablo.
Who?
I'm up at the pickle park in Madawaska.
Oh, how's it going up there?
Petey Pablo.
Oh, Maddie came up early.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey, you coming back this year?
I am. I'm on my way.
Wait. Hold on, Petey. Coming back? Are you suggesting that Mike was
don't worry about that.
Was Mike at Pickle Park last year?
I don't think he'd remember it, but golly, was he ever?
I bet he was. Staggering around there.
They call me the skier out there at Pickle Park.
Jeez, yeah. Well, I mean, Mike and Craig are talking about doing a live, or not a live, but patreon.com/Blind Mike.
That's correct.
A Blind Mike project episode there.
I have a feeling we may not be able to get power, but yes, we can.
Yeah.
They do call Craig a power bottom, so that may help.
I can see that.
PD/Pickle Park.
I'm sorry, Petey?
On my Patreon is PD/Pickle Park Madawaska.
Okay, Petey. We'll talk to you
I'm
later.
fully vaccinated, so whatever Mikey wants to do.
Oh, good. Well, that might change it. He's fully vaccinated. All right, go ahead, Justin.
701, you're up.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
How's everyone doing?
Hello, Sheldon. How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Good.
I was just wondering, is Madawaska still happening? Because I'm in New Hampshire now on my way up.
Oh, you're going to the show?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yes, we can confirm the Madawaska is happening in some form or fashion. Yes.
What is Mike going to be drunk? Because
Yes, I can confirm.
Definitely.
He's already drunk. Yes. Sheldon, would you let Mike perform oral sex on you at Pickle Park for the Blind Mike project?
I don't like to know names. Don't personalize it.
That's a good point.
Well, is he going to ask nicely? Because I don't want him to have any attitude about it.
Well, Mike asked nicely.
I don't ask any questions. I look at the glory hole and see what comes through.
You think there's a glory hole at Pickle Park?
I like to imagine.
Yeah, I think Sheldon.
If there's anything about
It's looking good, I would say. Justin completely fumbled it, but Matt Carano saved the day.
Oh, I saw him on the way up here already. It was a rest stop.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure that was him.
There you go. Are you, so where'd you fly into? You flew from where? Fargo?
No, I flew in from Bismarck to Logan.
This is a direct flight from Bismarck to Logan?
No, I had to fly to fucking Denver.
Jesus
I had
Christ.
to go farther. I had to go to west and then come back east. I know Mike already thinks I live on the ocean, but
It's true. So you're sorry. Oh, Mike, please, you're recycling jokes at lunch yesterday. You're not better than anybody. So so you'll be in Madawaska tonight?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay, good. Well, yeah, Justin, the show's on, right?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That sounded reassuring. Good thing I flew all the way up here.
All right, well, hopefully we'll see you then. Goodbye, Sheldon. All right, go ahead.
610, you're up.
Hey, Kirk. It's Little People, Big World guy.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? That was a pretty good episode, I thought, this week.
Good episode. I'm looking forward to your comments. I I give my goat of the episode to in a bad way, not the way people use goat today. Goat is in
a donkey.
Yeah, just an asshole.
Yeah.
Zach.
I agree. I actually am loving the Matt trying to teach his son to be responsible.
Yeah.
And get your shit together.
Yeah, and Zach's like, I don't want to do any work. And Matt's like, if you want the fucking half the farm, asshole, you can't show up a day before and be like, oh, I'm telling you, Zach and Tori, very entitled. Very entitled.
Oh, 100%. The best was that Zach, he didn't want to do anything, but then he has the nerve to criticize Matt on his placement of the tour, how
Yeah.
it's set up. Buddy, you're not around here. You don't get to make that call.
Fucking A right.
It's working.
And you could tell the Sven and the rest of the roll off crew, the farm workers, they got no use for fucking Zach. No use for him.
No, Matt's the guy, and Matt's always going to be the
Matt is alpha, man. That dick was swinging at that thing. He could have fucking tied his dick around the pumpkins and thrown them to the people. It's and then you got the other thing is Amy's drama about having to show up there. Then don't show up if it's that big of a fucking deal.
I agree. Did you notice the second outfit she wore? It looked like she had black eyes. Was she going for a domestic?
I don't believe that's the case. That people big world guy. I don't think she was doing that at a family pumpkin event. I don't know, but I will say I
don't know though. Oh, this is what it was like with Matt beforehand.
No, no. How dare you? I will say, as every week goes by, clearly Chris again wants no part of moving into that house. I mean, just zero.
No, I think he's a little jealous because we learned back in high school Matt might have been the cocksmith, so we heard that.
Yep, we heard that too. Yep, yeah. He's Karen was not surprised, and Karen talking about getting married. There was a lot. It was the best episode of the season so far. You know why? Because there wasn't that much of Zach and Tori and their kids and running around. This was it was real. There was father-son drama, ex-wife drama. There was just drama, a Karen Amy drama. It was a good dramatic episode.
What more could you ask for?
Right.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nice though. I like seeing the kid riding around with Matt in the golf cart or the mule, whatever they call it. It's just so much power these little two people have. It's kind of funny. They're just surveying their kingdom.
It was a great Matt Roloff episode. You really
start watching this.
It was Matt Roloff at his most powerful. I felt the pumpkin season is his. I will say Zach is right about this. Matt does not want to give up any power at all. There's no doubt about that.
Why would you? That's my thing.
He's
working.
He's kind of like the king in Braveheart. He looks at his son and he's like, I don't want this fucking kid running the freaking kingdom. Who needs it? All right, Blue Pig Big
It
World.
is. I think it's the perfect opportunity for the other one, the other twin that's not a little person, because he
Jeremy.
wants to buy his own farm. I can see him. Yeah, I can see Jeremy trying to stretch back in. All he's got to do is put up with the show, and the farm's probably his because he can actually do the work.
It's true. All right, Little People Big World guy. I'll talk to you.
Take it easy.
See you, buddy. All right. So load up there, Justin?
They are. 207, you're up.
Yeah, Kirk, are you guys entertaining guesses for regions of the season 2 of the case?
Yeah, sure.
Is it in the East Millinocket region of the great state of Maine?
I have no official thing yet. That one for Maine is a possibility.
Okay. I heard you say that yesterday, so I thought you had one in mind.
Nope. Yeah, well, but yes, no, not the answer to that is no.
All right, cool. What else are you guys up to?
All right, see you later.
Just hanging.
508.
Kirk, Gene Hackman, your favorite actor.
Oh my! I cannot tell you.
What an honor.
You know what? It's funny, Gene. First of all, thank you so much for calling in. You are
No,
my.
No, I'm not Gene Hackman. I wanted to bring up a plot point on Hoosiers. Actually.
Oh.
God damn it!
It's disappointing.
Would you? I would. Oh, hold on. Well, hold on. I'm very happy to talk about Hoosiers because there are many plot holes in the film, though I love it. That would have been great if Gene Hackman had called in, Mike.
He's probably on Twitter around this time.
Yeah.
Saw the number.
I know he's a fan of the show.
I could buy that.
He's 91. I mean, what else is he doing?
Right.
You know, he's in New Mexico. You know, his last. Gene, 1 second, or not Gene, 1 second. His last appearance on television or film, Mike. His last film was Welcome to Mooseport.
Oof.
I know.
It's a rough one to end on.
His last appearance on television was he was on like just in the diner where that guy with the fucking hair and does the driver's died.
Oh, Guy Fieri?
Yeah. He was like on that randomly for like a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
What a big get for Guy.
What a weird career to end. Like, one of the giants in film who has been forgotten, kind of,
Yeah, I
like
guess that's
history
true.
has passed Gene Hackman by. People don't think of him like they think of Nicholson, De Niro, Redford, Newman. But to me, he is right with those guys.
Especially like my age, I thought it was weird when you first said Gene Hackman was your favorite actor. I was like, really?
Yeah, he's my favorite actor. But go ahead. A plot point of the film Hoosiers, a film near and dear to my heart that was on television last night, by the way.
Jeff
Nadeau
this is
text
why
you that?
I brought it up. I forget what channel.
He didn't,
So
unfortunately.
I'm watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So he first practice, he kicks Buddy and Whit out because they're being wise timers. He's like, "Hey, I'm talking. Let me establish it."
Right.
Whit comes back with his dad and apologizes. Buddy never apologizes. 2 games later, he's running the point.
Well, how about this? I read a whole story about this. Maybe I'll tweet it out. There's like a shitload of deleted scenes in Hoosiers they've never released. One of them is where they actually follow Buddy he goes to another school. The coach there, he realizes, is not as tough as Norman Dale. He doesn't respect him as much. Comes back and apologizes, and then it gets inserted. Because if you remember at the end, Buddy says, "Let's win this one for Coach. He's the one who got us here."
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, he's and then
It's just very bizarre. It's like, oh, hey, Buddy's in the huddle now. I'm like, wait a minute. You kicked him out. He missed a couple games. He missed the pep rally. Now all of a sudden it's, hey, run the point in the full court press, Buddy.
Well, it's also the whole let's be like, Norman Dale was not a great coach either. Like, he was literally not going to drop the last play for Jimmy Chitwood in the fucking championship game, which is insane. And finally, like, the players were like, Jimmy had to say, "I'll make it," because they were like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, the rest of us suck." But and one other one is when Dennis Hopper is like, when he starts drinking again, he goes out and figure out the referee some glasses. Why does he tell him he's an assistant coach? He gets a technical for that.
Exactly.
It makes no fucking sense.
He's shocked that he gets a technical foul.
Yeah.
Well, he's a coach and he's on the floor hammered.
Now, that film the year before was going to be played by Nicholson, was going to play Norman Dale, who obviously loves basketball and had a long relationship with Dennis Hopper going back to Easy Rider. But he wound up doing another project, I think Princey's Honor, and they wound up going that. And Nicholson's like, if you can wait for me, great. If not, no big deal. And then they went to Hackman. And, as great as Hackman was, I actually think there's a possibility Nicholson would have been better in that role. Maybe.
You don't think he would have been too Jack?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. He's still at the mid-'80s. He loved basketball. I think he would have been. It's great as it is. I'm glad. But Nicholson would have been interesting in that, for sure.
3rd grade CYO, my dad was my coach. I was terrible. Horrible basketball player.
Okay, we're good. All right, Justin, we're all set. Okay, we're fucking that. Jesus, go tell someone else that story.
I assumed he was a good basketball player. I was interested to learn.
I know. I mean, what the
roller coaster that was.
It's my fault. That's the problem. I think he's my friend now. No. I'm here to tell you how much I know about movies. Shut up. Jesus. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good. Question for you.
Oh, God.
First off, huge fan.
Thank you.
You've been on the record being a big consistency guy.
I try my best.
I've just in the past couple weeks, I've noticed that you said a few different things about our friend Steve.
About our friend who?
Said, hey,
Steve.
The next two,
Steve who?
Our old friend Steve.
Steve Robinson.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Stephen Earl Robinson of the Robinson Report.
That's right. Yeah, that's how he's known best.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
You said in the next 2
Man who ruined the marriage of his parents, by the way.
See, you keep doing things like that.
Well, it's true. I'm just saying. You know what? Hey, he'll find a way to get in here and scrub that anyway. He's a talented guy.
It's never right to blame the kids in a divorce.
Well, I do, but I think he's behind Big Rick's. I'm starting to believe that now.
It's possible.
The guy's a mastermind.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yes, but go ahead. Please point out, highlight the inconsistencies, if you will, and I'll try my best to address them. Though I think I have a feeling you may be right about this one.
You've said, I think 2 weeks ago, you mentioned that, hey, in the next 2 to 3 months, he comes back from his sabbatical. He's enemy number one. He's worse than Murchison. We're going to ruin his show, whether he joins the Daily Wire or whatever.
Right.
And then I think last week you mentioned that, hey, if he does what he does, and no big deal, no sweat off my back. I know what you're saying. I guess my point is, if I find out that he was talking to people during this whole thing, then took some job and he'd been to go, now listen, if 2 months or 3 months from now he wants to work,
I think in that same conversation, I said, well, what if it's like 6 months down the road and he's working for Dave Rubens or something? You were like, I wouldn't care about that.
No, I wouldn't care, but I would care. Again, it would bother me if like he did this whole thing and said he was burnt out and he quit, which is totally, of course, fine. But I found out like right now he's like messaging with fucking Buck Sexton about starting on after Labor Day or something. I'd be like, well, that's kind of a shit thing to do, you know?
Yeah. I guess I missed the context when you pointed it out last time.
Maybe I didn't.
The question is like the time frame.
Yeah, maybe. Yes. Go ahead. Is that you have another inconsistency? You say you had plural.
No, I had two questions. The first one was just a comment on the inconsistency, and the second one completely unrelated. You brought up McConaughey earlier. I wanted to get your thoughts on him as an actor, and I didn't know if you ever saw the movie Mud on Netflix.
I did.
I'll hang up and listen.
All right. Well, thank you for the call. Are you still loaded up?
They are.
All right. Go ahead.
401, you are up.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please go ahead.
You guys are babbling.
Yeah, I apologize. You're right.
Enough.
You're right.
Easy Rider.
Yeah.
Easy Rider. I just watched it for the first time.
Overrated.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but why is the ending so like comically bad? Like
Terrible.
why did the motorcycle just like explode?
I think it was, the budget's super cheap, and it was like, it was an independent movie. But yeah, I'll honestly, I hated that movie.
It's all right.
Okay.
You ever watch Succession, Kirk?
I tried to get into it. I couldn't. I've tried a couple of times. I just can't get into it.
Oh, really? Great.
Anything else?
Great show.
Anything else? I don't want to take up any more of your time.
Yeah, question for Justin. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Dead.
All right, it's still loaded up.
They are 269.
What a hack.
That's for sure.
Hey, Kirk.
What's up?
Hey, it's the 62-year-old masturbating grandfather from Michigan.
Oh,
And
hello.
I've got a real important question.
Are you going to You're not going to Madawaska, huh?
Unfortunately, not. I did the Kowloon trip. I
okay.
like to stick to Justin-only events usually.
Sure, I
But,
understand.
No, I can't. But this is actually a real important question with the summer road trips. Is it okay to masturbate in an Ohio rest area bathroom stall?
Why masturbate when you can have a friend join you?
It's true. I just don't know how pleasurable an experience that would be. Are you driving by yourself or no?
Yes. And in fairness, I should have probably asked you this question about a month ago.
Yo, too late?
Yeah, it's a little late, Kurt.
I understand. The only thing I would say is there's a lot of kids in those things, That's my only issue.
Even better.
Well, I guess that's true. You get your toy. Yeah, I'll allow it. Ohio, I'll allow it.
Ohio has good rest areas, as you know.
They do.
Again, I should have asked you this a month ago, but I was having some ethical and moral guilt.
Sure,
so I thought
I
I'd
understand.
run it by you.
Well, thank you for
I know
calling.
you're good with this stuff. So I'm leaving. I got to let you go. I've got to go to Chick-fil-A and grab a
Sure, I understand.
Happy Meal with an ice cream.
I understand.
Buckle up for a wild run, pal.
978, you are up.
Kirky, how we doing, man?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
All right, I'm about to throw you for a loop. Ready? And then I got another question, less important for the sightseer of Madawaska, Blind Mike Geary.
Okay.
So here we go. So everybody knows that you're the biggest golf fan, right? I assume you haven't played Augusta National, right?
I have not.
Okay. So in this scenario, would you accept this?
Okay.
You get to play Augusta National
Mhm.
any time of the year you want.
Okay.
Weekend after the Masters, for example.
Sure.
But you have to play with John Henry and Shirley, and you can only say how nice and how genuine they are, and then you got to hug John Henry.
That's a good scenario.
I would not. I would not. No chance. No chance.
With veto.
No chance. I would pay. I'd give anything to play there. But
Is it a possible? I don't know how. I know it's exclusive, obviously, but is that something that could be possible in your lifetime?
I mean, I guess it's possible, but I would say highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Highly, highly unlikely.
Okay, great. And then I got
That
a
is
question for your wacky little sidekick. over
He
there,
is.
Blind Mike Geary.
He is wacky.
So, whatever happened to your fencing career? I thought you were going to the
Oh,
Olympics.
yeah. What happened?
to that?
I mean, oh yeah. I was going to take up.
I forgot what the fencing. What happened to fencing?
I was decent at it compared to other blind guys, I guess. But yeah, I don't see it taking it up as a career.
All right, thanks for the call.
617, you are up.
Yeah, hello? My name's Jamie from Ohio. Is Mike there?
Only imagine what this is going to be.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and Mike's here.
What? Can I speak one?
Sure.
Mike.
He's here.
What?
Hey, are you still a great big person?
Oh, I see who this is. Is his name Jamie, though?
Who is it? Oh, yes. I know. Yes, go ahead.
Isn't that the wrong name, though?
Oh, James Gum, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe you're
Are
right.
you really big or are you? I'm talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you a really big person or are you a great big person? Yeah.
A great big fat person, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, good. I have movie trivia.
Do you feel silly right now, sir?
It had a lot of great big fat people in it.
Do you want to put him in the van? Is that what you're saying?
Precious. It's a movie.
I prefer to work on Crank Yankers.
I'm enjoying this, actually. I don't know why, but I didn't expect this call.
Yeah.
Might actually be Jim Florentine.
His house was disgusting, by the way. Buffalo Bill.
Well, I don't think he took a lot of care of it.
He really didn't.
He was more concerned with other things.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Go.
Would you fuck me?
You think this guy stepped away from his desk at work?
No, I think he's still there. He's a pediatrician. He's just.
This guy gave Justin the tip on these ice creams.
It's not a tip, Mike. It's a hack.
I'm sorry.
He dropped off.
Okay, one more.
It's too bad.
We're still loaded up, Justin?
2 more.
All right, good. Well, we'll take one more.
401, you are up.
Hey, what's up, Kirk? I have a comment and I have a question.
Okay.
First comment is I think this has been the best week of shows. I've been enjoying all the shows. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Not to shit on Steve, but it seems like the mood has just been a lot lifted, and I'm just looking forward to more shows coming up.
Well, I'm hearing a lot. I've seen a lot of that on Twitter, and we've had a lot of fun. I would say on my end, a lot of it is that the case is over too, and I'm just way more relaxed now. You know, like, all right, are they loaded up, Dave?
We have 3 calls.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's because of me. I didn't have the number, so it's delayed.
Did you tweet out the number?
Justin just tweeted it out, yes.
No, he didn't. I'm on the... Why is it so difficult?
He just told me he did.
I'm on the Kirk Minihane show.
It'd be great if he was lying. Like, I'm sure he did. But
the last thing that was tweeted out was the Steve's a Liar guy video.
Oh, well, he said he tweeted it out. Yeah.
What's the number?
814.
814.
277.
277.
5475.
5475.
And I'll put it on the screen for the broadcast for the future. We're learning lessons today. We're adjusting on the fly.
To put fucking... What are you talking about?
Like, I'll put the phone number on the screen so people know when to, like...
But here's the problem with YouTube, though. It's like, I'm not going to serve... We're not doing the show to serve the YouTube audience.
Right.
What? But, like, then they...
It's another form of podcast listening, basically. There's no difference anymore.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. I know.
Okay.
But the...
you don't have to do it live on YouTube, though, is the point. You can put the full show up when
on
the
YouTube.
regular show goes up. Yeah.
No. I actually think... I don't know if that's the case. I could have
He just gave you a look, Mike, like you're the biggest...
No, I did not. No, I did not.
That's what most do not do live podcasts on YouTube.
He's so disgusted by you right now.
No, I'm not.
Nope. It's like, you know what, Mike? You see that lane? Skating it, okay?
That's right. That is true. I'm not all of this tech business.
Were you at that dinner with the salespeople? Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
That's true.
Not to my knowledge.
You make a good point.
Now they're loaded up, correct?
They are loaded up.
See, that's weird how that works.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
All right, you're on the whatever. Go. Just who's up first?
All right, 518. You're on 518.
518.
First time, long time. I just want to say, Mike, you look great, man. I don't know what you're doing, but keep up the good work, buddy. You're looking good.
A real sweetheart. Thanks.
Look at that. Nice.
Yeah.
That'll end by Friday, by the way. You know, just like the chemistry with Justin and Dave when Mike's not in there is just a lot better than...
It's really good. Yeah, it's laid back. It's way more laid back. All right. Thanks for the call. All right.
Goodbye.
But thank you, sir.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right. 774, you are up. Can you hear us?
I can. It's Mo Vaughn. How's it going?
Hi, Mo.
Mo Vaughn.
What's up, Mo?
Not much. Well, Kirk, I've got a movie critic critique for you. I watched Untouchables for the first time just last night on my way from Kansas to Louisville, and I don't know if you like the movie ironically or...
Oh, you're an idiot.
Or what's the deal?
You're a fucking dummy. You're a dummy. You're fucking dumb. Where are you from?
I'm originally... I don't know where originally I'm from.
He's trying to think where Mo Vaughn is from.
That's true. Mo Vaughn doesn't like that. Well, maybe Mo. Maybe it's... I don't know if it's a cultural thing. I would thought you would have liked the film, Mo.
No, a lot of white guys in it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That is
It's a
true.
different time. I didn't think of that. Thank you, Mo.
Yeah,
can't change history.
Every time. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Listen to this guy's whole drive.
Did you hang up on it, Dave?
I'm trying here. There we go.
They're still loaded up?
They are. They're loaded up. 774 again.
What are we listening to, guys?
Oh boy, who is this?
Who's this?
These are your first calls? These are the calls that come back? These are the calls that save the show, Dave?
Oh Christ!
What's
Why?
up?
What's wrong?
What's up? What do you want?
I was told to call you. Put the number up. I just wanted to, call you back. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's a
Who
great
cares?
day.
You
started with a negative.
Who cares?
Who cares if you're happy? What do you want?
You're talking about kittens. You don't want me to be happy, Kirk?
I do not.
Be sad listening to you?
Yes, I would. I don't care either way. What do you want?
Well, that's fucked up.
What do you want? Who is it?
I wanted to call the show. It's
All
been
right,
2
all right.
minutes.
No purpose.
You
Over-
left us
oh,
in
all right, over
Madawaska.
three.
You
All right,
left
thank
me
you for
sitting
the
there saying bye to
That means you
Justin.
hang up, Dave. All right,
Okay,
Jesus. You have to come up with some version of whatever you want to do for those people.
It's not really. It's not dropping fast. That's the okay. Whatever. 617. You are up.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
We'll hang up on you, but not that fast.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I really don't have anything. I just wanted to be able to call in the first day that Cullinane's back, but I do have a timestamp for you already, Kirk.
Sure.
53 minutes. That's when you got exasperated for the first time with Dave today and screamed at him.
This is Tim, right?
Don't recycle your tweets on the show, Tim. That's embarrassing.
Tim has a pitch. Tim has a pitch. He wants to do a This Day in Kirk history on the website.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Sure. Go ahead. Well, that's the pitch.
That's good.
Elevator pitch, Tim. You there?
Yeah. Elevator pitch should be done in 10 seconds or less,
Right.
or maybe 2 minutes. But
Or up
Dave,
and
you
down.
told me I could do that already, so I don't understand.
Oh, wow.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Wow.
that. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Huh. You were in Madawaska, Tim, were you? Or were you? I'm sorry.
Nah, I ended up, my son had a last minute event schedule change, so I had to be home Sunday morning by like 9 in Rhode Island. So there's no way.
Gotcha. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you in Saco.
I was there in spirit, so.
Yes, you were.
There we go. Goodbye. All right.
Wow.
But hang up's working awfully fast now. It took a while to get cruising.
I had to figure it out. 413, you're up. Hi.
Angry.
Hey, Kirky, what's going on?
They still loaded up there, Dave?
Yes, they are.
All right. Hello. What's up, buddy? Why is there a delay? Are people watching on YouTube?
Hey, Kirky, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
What'd you say, Dave? There's what?
There's a delay on the just the phone system.
Well, it's not always been the case, Mike, has it?
I don't think so.
I think people. Are you watching?
I haven't done shit.
Shut up for a second, Dave. Are you watching the show on YouTube right now?
No, I'm not.
Then why is there a delay?
Oh, you're doing like the are they watching versus like the radio, the old school radio.
responding
thing.
to
Yes.
Yeah.
YouTube.
No.
Why did you dance around when you said that?
Oh, I don't
You
know.
did the. Are you watching
The
on
old,
the?
the old.
Is that the old? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
No, he did the do.
He
Could
did.
be.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that. That was the fucking funniest thing ever.
I didn't even listen to that episode.
You really didn't?
No.
Why not?
I think that was my anger phase with you.
Oh, it was fun.
No, it couldn't have been because that was done here. Do.
Yeah, you did it while you were taping the show with Jerry here.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't listen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Chemistry.
I still do that. People point that out all the time. So
What's up, buddy? What do you want?
No, not much. I just wanted to let you know that I know that this is not going to last with Cullinane for
I
one
would agree
solid
with
reason.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And you might remember this, Kirky. You had a big issue with Bradford because he did one thing that really pissed you off. Whenever you asked him a question and it kind of flustered him a little bit, he would always say, "Yeah, no."
Yeah.
And then he would answer the question. Cullinane does the same shit. Whenever he gets flustered, whenever you get him riled up, he does the same thing.
Well, I'll tell you, I called.
Those little things add up, and I think that's
all right. Thanks for the call. What's up?
Kirk, it's Beyond Average Mick. I got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
One, Steve Robinson called you today, says, "Hey, I'll replace this idiot tomorrow." Would you do it?
No, I would not. That's not fair.
Really?
No, that's not fair to Dave. No, I wouldn't do that. No, Dave's going to do a great job.
What if he says he'll replace Justin?
And if you were me, what's it called? Beyond
Kirk,
average?
hold on.
Oh, Mick, hold
Who does this
on.
guy think he is
Mick,
right
hold
now?
on for
I
a
can
second.
tell you. I can tell you exactly who he thinks he is.
Who is he?
He applied. I think you talked about his podcast the day
I
you were
got
reading the
I got
application.
I got you. So if you were me, what's it called? What's his name?
Mick, I think.
Mick.
Right?
If you're me,
Beyond Average Mick.
okay, Mick. If you're me and Steve calls and makes that pitch, is there any part of you that thinks, why would I trust that Steve wouldn't change his mind then 10 days later?
Well, that's obviously a fair thing, but is there any part of you saying that the show will suffer with a baboon behind the glass?
Yes, I'm feeling it already now. 98 minutes in, there's no question. The show suffered dramatically. Yes.
I think we all are.
Well, I mean, why would
I think we all are.
So you're upset that I didn't hire you?
Oh.
No, I'm not upset. I'm not upset that you didn't hire me, but I think what you should do is you should let us host one of these live shows that you're doing during this, Sacco week.
Well, here's the thing. All right, Beyond Average Mick, right? Is that your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, are you buying tickets to Sacco?
Absolutely.
Okay. If you can do one of your shows there that day, that's fine with me. We have a podcast marathon that day. You absolutely can do a show.
So what is that, a tryout? What's the tryout for?
Perfect.
Dave has a question for you.
Yeah, what are you trying out for that day? Like, why are you doing it that day?
I'm not. What do you mean trying? I'm not trying out for anything. I'm just I want to be part of the world.
Why even Beyond Average Mick? Why are you even dealing with this idiot? Why you have no respect for this guy? Don't take his questions. Tell him fuck off.
Make you better than that.
Yeah, really.
When I say this, I have more respect for the next shit that I take.
Okay, that's a Kirk Minihane. Let's not go in the Kirk Minihane world here. Do your own thing, Mick. Okay.
All right.
Who do you do the show with?
Beyond Average Christian.
I mean, those are two great talents.
Yeah.
If you get Beyond Average Mick and Beyond Average Christian together in Sacco, that's gold.
Absolute savage.
I am looking forward to it.
Yes. All right. Good. We'll see you there. Congratulations. Not a big Cullinane fan.
Yeah, that was strange. Interesting.
Well, I think he has his motives, though, to not be.
Well, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I would not get annoyed with that guy after 2 minutes.
614.
Hey, Kirk. Just wanted to say, love the show. Mike, you're doing an okay job. Dave,
That's nice.
Very sweet.
What'd you say, Dave, fuck you? Is that what he said? I don't know what he said.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know.
Okay, I was just trying.
Sir, call back, please.
Go back. We'll get the transcript later.
484.
Kirk is the president.
Are you guys talking topicals? I love topicals. Topicals are my favorite. I have a question.
Sure.
Have you ever heard of the podcast called The Opportunist?
I have not.
It's regarding a pharmacy. It reminded me of the Dr. Dan thing. There's a pharmacist. He was like cheaping people off of their prescription chemotherapy drugs.
Okay.
I called a few months ago regarding the Sherry Schreider. This is the second season that I'm talking about.
Who can forget that call from a few months
First
ago?
season was about Sherry Schreider.
Okay.
About reptilians and whatnot. I called you regarding it. I asked you if you could listen to it. It reminded me of a case.
Oh, thank you.
It was about a cult leader.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right, goodbye.
Yeah. So like,
Dave, hang up. Jesus Christ.
Did you think that was someone else?
I don't know. I thought at first it was going to be like a Copperdoodle when I first heard the voice.
Okay, because I thought you said we got to get to this one. And then I was like, who the fuck is this?
I thought it was Copperdoodle calling.
401.
Hey, sorry, I don't mean to bring the mood down. I know today's a big day, but I had a question about that atrocity with the mentally challenged person.
With the what?
So how hard? So that atrocity with that mentally challenged person.
You got to be more specific in this world, buddy.
So
that I'm back? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, so how hard do you think Portnoy actually threw the wallet?
Oh, that's what it was? I guessed the setup correctly.
Jesus. That was too bad.
I told you we should screen calls. I told you that.
You did?
I did. 214, you're up.
We've tried that before. It didn't go well, as I recall.
214.
Hey guys, I have a question. Why do people like eat breakfast for dinner, but no one eats dinner for breakfast?
You know what's funny? It's a good question. I've always thought about that. Why? It just, what happened is it because of the way, like, why couldn't I have spaghetti this morning and then have cereal tonight?
All right, 401, you're up.
They're still loaded up, Dave?
Still loaded up.
Hey guys, quick question for you, Cullinane. So, Kirk hates when people mess with the product. So I'm wondering, due to this YouTube channel, can you list the things that we are now unable to hear or unable to do because we're live on YouTube?
Can I list the thing? I don't think anything.
What do you mean, like what?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
curious.
understand.
Is there something we're missing?
Like hearing, can you still hit the post? Are you able to say certain swear words because you're live on YouTube?
Well, he said cunt earlier, and I'm not positive about cunt, but
he just said it twice.
Yeah, we'll keep doing it. Who knows? I'm not positive. So there's some questions there, but everything else should be normal. Another 401, you're up.
Oh, okay.
I hate his introductions to the calls.
Well, I don't know what to do. You didn't tell me.
401, you're up.
He thinks he's hosting the hits one.
I don't know what to do, so I'm just...
We know that. Right. Believe me, you don't have to tell us that. Hello.
Hey, it's Chris visiting us from Rhode Island.
Well, here's the test. I mean, here's the test. Hold on.
Right.
I mean, Dave's a lover.
It's peace and love. Come on, Dave. Peace and love, baby.
Peace and love. Yeah.
So you know the deal with Chris?
No.
Hold on, Chris. We'll let you. I keep him safe. So we'll let you talk in a moment. This was the guy who Steve would abort immediately every time he called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're gonna let him talk
Per your orders.
Absolutely going to let him
Not
talk.
per my orders.
Also,
That's
don't
what
have
he
the, I
said.
don't think
I know.
I don't have the
Discuss
abort
that.
button. Is that something you still want to do? Or
No, I can't do that. You got to figure something else out.
Okay.
But go ahead, Chris. You bored us for calls over the years. You bored me in Madawaska. You're going to bore everyone now.
You're about to get a hysterectomy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to bore the shit out of you. So Mike said he had stand-up ready for Madawaska. I'm wondering if he's going to do it for Saco.
No, I figured he would. That's why I didn't ask him.
Yeah, I suspect. I suspect.
Yeah, so no, it would have been no good then. But yeah, you never know. Yeah, maybe we'll do it in soccer. Who knows?
Hey, bigger stage. All right.
All right,
All right. That's what I know.
Quit while you're
Love you
ahead.
guys.
That'll good. There you go.
All right, 401.
Hey, wow, great show so far. Mike was pretty in sync. Dave, I've already orgasmed to your voice twice.
Ooh, nice.
Kirk, hello, my friend. I wanted to extend, first of all, an open invitation to have a show in Bristol. Yours for the taking.
Okay. All right.
Yep, I was Kevin from Bristol. gave Dave the high sign.
Yep.
Off he goes.
Well, you're on camera. They saw it.
Was
so
Kevin?
it's
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we can't end like that. Let's go to 617. What? What is?
Okay.
Is that me?
Why can't we?
You are not allowed to.
I thought that was
No,
like
you can leave him on, but
no,
why?
I thought that was a thing you did. Like you didn't like to end with a shitty phone call.
But he says it.
Don't presume anything.
Yeah, okay, let me learn.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let me learn.
Well, we can't end like that, folks.
Okay, let me learn. Go ahead. What's up, buddy?
Kirk,
Yay.
how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Just wanted your thoughts on the Hank and Rhea.
What happened? Who?
Hank and Rhea.
Hank and Rhea
broke up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, good for her. Jesus.
Well, Hank's a fan of the show now, so I think that might be why.
I don't think he's a fan of the show.
I think he is. I think you converted him.
I think he's a fan. I met him in New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he seemed cordial.
Yeah.
Hank's spotting blind Mike doppelgangers all over the world.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go. I wish Hank the best. There you go. Yes, I didn't even know they broke. Well, it's a real tragedy. 814-277-KIRK.
781. You still there?
Kirkinator.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
What do you want?
It's KB.
It's Nick.
Nick,
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not KB.
I'm
It's Nick.
I'm a fool.
Jesus. Nick, how you doing?
Come on, Mike.
Oh, I like
You know
Nick's.
my voice
I
now?
like Nick's podcast too.
Oh, have you listened?
Yeah, I was gonna.
I like those guys.
Absolutely. Yes, I have, Nick.
I was gonna say, me and you have texted privately about how much
Correct.
you like the podcast.
Yes, we
so.
have. Yes, we have.
It's very sweet.
Not text publicly. We texted privately about that. What's new with you?
Nothing. I'm in Harlem. You know, still fixing the dirt bike. So.
Are you still fixing the dirt bikes?
No, Harlem.
Did you
Make a
make
brand new one?
Did you take any? I forgive me. Did you take any time off during the pandemic? The company shut down. The dirt bike company.
No. We just had to wear a mask. That was it.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. So how's business?
So good. I just made a fortune on this brand new bike I had to make for a guy.
Oh, well, tell me about it.
Well, this guy came in a couple weeks ago with his dog. His dog was really sick. He said he wanted a new bike because he's going out on the wind in the wind, you know. So
Yep.
He said he wanted all black with a nice big Russian flag on it.
And his dog was sick.
Yeah, the dog didn't look good.
Oh no, that's too bad.
I don't know who he was. I'm just saying.
Was he wearing normal clothes? Or was he wearing pajamas in there? Or was he dressed properly? Or
Yeah, he's wearing pajamas.
Interesting.
He was eating some gourmet burgers and brews, like food, and then,
he was eating some gourmet burgers and brews. Oh wow!
It seems odd though. You're such a big fan of the show. If it was someone affiliated with the show, you would know who it was,
Well,
right?
maybe he's not. He's just checking in.
I'm just wondering.
Huh. What else is going on with you?
Not much. I was just getting ready to call Jeff Dulo because I want you on my team for the dozen.
Too late. I'm already a season. I already got my season 2 team.
Who?
I haven't announced that yet. Nick.
So that's locked in. You're confirmed.
Well, I just confirmed it to Jeff D'Lo himself.
Wow.
Nick would be a good one because he writes the questions. So
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, 908.
Teamwork makes the team work.
Is that Jerry?
It is.
No, I just want to say, like, that's the dumbest thing he had on that show, Cullinane. But
I don't even understand.
What
Hold
did I
on.
say?
Hold
What
on.
do you mean?
Hold on. What are you saying?
I just never understood that read.
Teamwork makes the team work. I've heard him say it.
Oh, on Shay, he has a Shay. Yeah,
I thought that was a mistake.
Oh.
I thought he made him. I heard that yesterday. I thought he made like a
Teamwork makes the teamwork? Well, teamwork makes the team work.
Teamwork
yeah, that's
makes the team work.
Does that kind of mean the same thing?
That's why it's the word.
Yeah, team. It's finding a.
This is not a thinking man's riddle. It's just
maybe it is though, Mike. Maybe it is.
I don't even remember.
Blue collar.
Did you ever meet Greg?
Hey, so I believe I
very
could
nice
be-
guy.
I could be of assistance. I may be with a Mr. Springsteen's son this weekend, and I want to get him to KMS.
His son?
Well, work through the son to get the father.
Sure. Go ahead. Good luck.
That's interesting.
Well, what if we have the son on and then we
talk
kiss?
to him,
Right?
I feel like he wants to stay away because of Barstool. I feel like he has.
Of course he does.
That tie to Barstool. That's not good in their eyes.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen will never be on the show. That's never going to happen.
What if you have the son on and bully him,
No,
and
that
then Bruce calls in to defend him?
That'd be good. I would like that.
All right.
Leave the kids alone.
All right,
for
I'll get
Christ's
it done.
sakes.
Teamwork makes the team
Oh,
work
well,
every day.
okay. Get it done.
There you go. Goodbye.
Teamwork makes the team.
You really love that quote.
401.
What's up? Hey, Kirk, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh, okay.
My name is Jay, and I go by the name of Mixmaster Jay, and I have a pitch for you. I have two pitches for you.
Go ahead, pitch away, Mick Mac J. I'm Mick Mac,
All right.
of course.
So, one would be, I think I'd be a great fit for a DJ for the soccer trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first pitch. I think you should hire me. I'll do it for free, actually, as a volunteer for a DJ.
Okay. No.
Me and Dave could do the hits together.
No brainer.
My second pitch is
I agree with
I'm
that,
also part of a podcast, and I would like to throw my hat in the ring to be in the drive-in on one of the podcasts on your show.
Well,
Nope. Got to pick one or the other. Stay in a lane. Stay in a lane.
I'm not talking to you, Dave.
Oh, pick yeah.
Well, I mean, look. Okay, hang up on this guy. He's out. You're
He's
out.
a good guy. Great guy.
How the hell do you know these people?
They're part of the Hits crew. That's part of the crew right there.
I don't want that in my life.
Oh, no, come on. Got to pick
Part of
one or
the
the other,
Hits
though.
crew.
They're loaded up.
They're loaded up.
Go ahead.
All right, 720.
Hey, Kirk, what's up?
The calls have sucked, by the way, in the YouTube era, Mike. We're early on. I'm just saying.
The long storied YouTube.
Go ahead. What's up, buddy?
Did you get an invite to the office party the other night?
No, I did not.
Did you?
You
by
say
chance
lie,
hear
Dave?
What happened?
I did not get it.
You got an invite.
Well, hold on.
Did you tell him about it?
I did not.
He has an email, and it went to everybody. You got an invite.
I was not on the Barstool email. I could show you. I did not get an email to that.
I'll look at my email.
I wouldn't have gone, but I did not get an email.
You can show me your Kirk. Oh, I won't say it, but your barstoolsports.com email.
Correct.
I think everyone pretty much figured it out.
I actually don't think.
Boy, what do you put between those two things?
No, it's just Kirk at Barstool. I get it. Oh God.
All right, go. Keep going. Yep.
Nor do I care. But
Okay,
like,
so
I wouldn't. Well, one second. Don't tell
apparently-
it. Shut up. Well, shut up, Dave. I'll tell him and then talk and not talk. I'm surprised you didn't go.
We're here. We're working. It was last Thursday. I was here.
Okay. What, would you have wanted to go?
If you wanted to go, I would have gone as a team there. I would have gone. We drove together.
No.
I wouldn't have gone without you.
I wouldn't have gone for $1 billion. $1 billion. I'm not going to New York for a Barstool party. Look,
That
For
was-
one night, it's stupid. Yeah, it's not.
Maybe the happiest day of my life was the day you said we didn't have to go to headquarters for that fucking Christmas party.
Oh,
Why? Why? What's so bad about the office?
going to cities.
I don't know anyone there. It's-
Nobody wants me there,
You
Dave.
guys meet some people. Live a
Dave,
little bit.
literally nobody wants
It's a
me
lie. They like you, and you just hype that shit up. They were all talking
They
nicely
don't seem
about
like
you.
they like they like
No, they
I don't think they like
They
him.
don't. And that's by the way, understandable. But I don't want to sit there and eat a hamburger and hang out with fucking.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to do that with like us.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes,
that's fine.
correct.
Yeah, that's fine. But Mike and I should go to the next
Yes,
party.
you
Thank
yes,
No.
yes.
Yes,
I'm
you're
not
right,
an employee.
Dave.
I'm not
Dave,
welcome.
first good suggestion you made.
I'm not invited.
Mike, congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
Justin, you want in?
Go ahead. What
Good,
happened at the party?
Jim Florentine and live events Lisa got in an all-out screaming match.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Wow, two people who probably.
Yeah.
About what?
They talked about on the Yak yesterday, but I guess he didn't get enough help for his live event, so I thought you could relate.
Really? That's your name? Live event? Really? Really?
Is that what you do?
Is that what you do? You do events?
Am I supposed to call myself Comedian Jim?
Oh, how come there's no dead events, Lisa? Yeah.
774.
That's right.
Hey, Kirk, it's Minifan Al.
I'm sorry?
It's Minifan Al. I've called a few times. You probably don't remember, but
Oh, please. Good. It's great to talk to you again.
LA.
so did you guys talk about this fucking lunatic who posted the video on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mick, yeah.
Yeah, we did at the start of the show, yeah.
Okay, so I know that kid, and I actually am a listener to the podcast.
Oh, my God, really?
He's literally like, yeah, no, and he's literally a nutcase. Like, I literally think he would fit in great with this podcast.
Keyword
Anybody
literally.
who posts that video is not sane in the head.
Yeah, I think he's trying. I think he's trying too hard.
He's trying too hard. Yeah.
So you're a friend, family member, or you're on the podcast?
No, I'm not on the podcast or anything like that. I'm just a listener.
Sussed
He's
it
from
out.
my hometown, and he's
him,
literally a nutcase.
Well, okay. Great, thank you. All right, okay. I don't care that much. Gotcha. Hello.
Jesus, now I missed the early bird special. I beat cancer. Now I'm going to beat the can. Dave, you hear the one about the Chinese Godfather? They made him an offer he couldn't understand. Kirk, what's with Justin all day? Gloomy Gus. Tell him to stop his crying. He's making me fucking depressed now.
Are you enjoying your?
Will you shut the fuck up with the toilet?
I'm sorry.
All this goddamn morbidity?
I'm sorry. Are you enjoying your experience with Dr. Kennedy so far?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dr. Kennedy. Don't forget the last name. Kennedy. That means something.
Do you happen to know what I would say?
Teddy Roosevelt gave an entire speech once with a bullet lodged in his chest. Some things are a matter of duty. It's said in the guidance to an Italian movie, but even with the captions, I can't tell what's what. They had Jesus hanging off a helicopter. But you could tell it was a dummy.
Anything else, Junior?
Lost my uppers. God fuck it all!
Thank you, Junior. Goodbye.
508.
I have some important anonymous information regarding the disappearance of Jennifer Faye.
Okay.
It's a very serious case.
I think I've recognized his voice, Mike.
I think you might.
Go ahead.
There's a gentleman I recently became aware of who was living on North Main Street in Brockton in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
He was a young reporter working for the Lowell Sun at the time.
And living in Brockton.
And I didn't know. He was living in Brockton and he was doing the long commute.
Yeah, quite a commute.
Up 495 to Lowell.
Quite a commute in the 80s for that job, yeah.
A terrible commute in the 80s.
Go ahead.
But I recently became aware that he had been living there. And then he left very, very abruptly and moved to Lowell. And I don't think that this Kevin Mailer character, I don't think he had anything to do with the disappearance.
Well, some feel that way.
This man's name that I'm referring to, his name is Jerry.
Last name or no?
Couldn't have predicted.
As long as this is anonymous,
Yeah,
I don't
it is.
want to be associated with this tip.
No, live tape, yeah.
His name is Jerry Callahan.
Aren't you? Aren't you his uncle?
Characterized by the fact that he loves to fuck sheep in the asshole.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, go. Well, I'll take a look and see if there are any sheep in the area that night with punctured assholes.
I have another observation about the producer.
Mm-hmm.
He has a brown ring around his mouth from having his lips pressed up against Jerry Callahan's filthy, dirty asshole.
True. It's a fact.
That's true.
Thank you, Jerry's uncle.
Thank you.
As I said before, I met Jerry's uncle the day of the Portnoy 5K, and it was kind of a deflating experience.
Well,
he was like a regular guy. He did the I'm Jerry's uncle. I was like, don't do that.
Hey, families are always rising and falling in America.
That's
right?
right. That's right. That's right. All right, one or two more, Dave.
508.
All right. Hey, Kirk. I have a question for you. What's going to happen now at the Wilbur show now that Dave and Carano are feuding? Because isn't Carano still your musical director for that
Yeah,
show?
of course.
Is there gonna be
Carano's part of the Wilbur show. Yeah.
These are pros, though.
Yeah,
Put that aside.
Is there going to be like a power struggle now? Like, are you going to get like texts on the side from Matt saying, "Oh, Dave isn't doing this right"?
I'll say this. I'll say. I'll call one second. One second, buddy. I will say this. I have gotten a text since the show started from Carano about Cullinane.
Oh, sure.
I have.
Read it.
Would you care to read it?
Let's go.
No, he asked me not to. I won't.
that's
I
very
wouldn't
sweet
do
of
this
you.
character like
It's
that.
very sweet.
Nonsense.
I wouldn't do that. I respect Matt.
Because here's the thing too. Because Cullinane is Steve was a self-admitted not a music guy. Cullinane's a big music guy.
Oh,
Cullinane's gonna have all
excellent
these ideas about the music and how things should sound and the production. So I'm picturing a big struggle here.
Well, this is
There's a
somebody
lot
who's
of
not. This is
headaches
somebody who's
coming
not.
your way, buddy.
Somebody who's not here. Or this caller right now is not part of the show. Listens every day. Thank you. I hope so. listening to us, it is clear to you that Cullinane hates Carano, right? Like you're not buying the act, right?
It's dropped.
You're a fucking asshole. See, that's a yes.
Yeah. 401.
Hey, Kirk, how you doing?
Great.
Hey, question about the case. I know it's been a few weeks since it's all wrapped up and everything. I know you also say you don't listen back to this show, but I'm curious, did you listen back to the case at all for any kind of follow-up? And then my other question is, did you learn something, or were you surprised by one thing that you kind of didn't see coming in putting that whole thing together? Was there something that really
yes, thanks for the
never
call.
expected?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for the call. Yes. I don't listen back. One thing I learned was that Steve Robinson will wear pajamas in the hotel and walk around.
That's all you took away from
yes.
the whole experience.
I'm still stunned. A feather could have knocked me over as I saw that. It's 6 at night. Okay. All right. One or two more, Dave.
508.
Kirk, first time, long time. Got a little bone to pick with you.
Okay.
$100 ticket for a dirt spot in a drive-in movie theater.
Uh-huh.
I'm still paying for it after the pandemic.
Let me apologize first for that. Was it a 357 Magnum I put to your head to buy that ticket or no?
Well, actually, I got the recommendation from Beyond Average podcast. So
well, that's different. So here's the thing. Look. I actually almost want to apologize for the $100 ticket, but how I rationalized it was I got it as low as I could, and you could put 4 people in that car. You put 6 people in the car.
Yep.
I mean, that's $10, $15, $20 a head.
I'm packing that car full.
Oh, good.
I'm not paying a dime.
Well, remember that was a big Steve thing. Remember Steve had like a minimum for the people in the car.
You're gonna check the trunk.
Yeah, Steve is not fucking around. All right, anything else or no?
You want to do a couple more? You want to ride them out or no?
I was asking him, but yeah, go ahead. We'll take one or two more. Dave just hangs up on him, man. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you
boom.
think you're done? Yeah. Right.
You got your point.
774.
I have one just an idea, by the way, if you care to hear it.
Sure. Well, we'll take this call and we'll hear that. How's that? Let's end strong.
That's great.
Is it a good idea? Dave?
I don't know. I said I bet it's great.
Oh,
he's pitched it to me a couple times, and I'm not sure.
Justin's pitched it to you?
Yeah. I'd like your thoughts on it, I guess.
Oh, I'll take this call here. It's a good one. We'll do that, then we'll take the
774. You there?
Yep, it's beyond average mix, fellas. I'm glad you're ending with me.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I haven't figured out the drop button aspect yet.
Okay.